Teez goes into details about his relationship with his oldest son, Marquise. Stay with me and we're going to talk about it.
The top dog, I know these niggas all want my position, cause I'm putting up numbers like a statistician. The king back like LeBron when he returned to Cleveland. Time to spread the bag around, make sure we all eating. Heard some niggas think they got us, guess we all even.
Is there any chance at a reconciliation between you and your son? Because a lot of people from the outside, the boy looked just like you. A lot of people from the outside think that situation is sad, man, that y'all can't come to something.
It is sad. It's a sad situation, right? And when you pray for success, you don't necessarily pray for the things that come with it, right? And there's no such thing as success without jealousy, without envy, or entitlement. And entitlement is growing in someone you love in the scariest part, right? And his mom developed an entitlement that cannot be met. Filtering that energy through his actual personal interests. Let's say now that he's starting to like females, he's conscious of what kind of shoes he want to wear. I need these Jordans, the retro Jordans is coming, different things. And then his mother go, all right, I'll get them for you, but it just bothers me because you're supposed to have them all. So while being a privileged child, he feels deprived. And you had everything I didn't have. I can tell you how much my kids cost in New York State, $1.360. You see what I'm saying? And I don't have an issue with paying the support fund. The reason why I'm the way I am with those kind of situations, I pay my support that year that the baby's born. Move the money to the account, let it, and it automatically disperses a certain amount of money per each month. So with him, I noticed over the years like it developed because I blamed it on his mom for a long time. But it's not his mother, it's him. Like, I've gone places where he was at and he left.
Fifth, you love your son?
I used to. You ask yourself how long, a complicated question would say, how long can you love something that don't love you back? You see, so in this experience, you look and you say, I didn't think success would cost me my firstborn, but it's the situation. It's like my grandfather would say, if rattled like a snake, if it slithered like a snake, is it a snake or do you need to be bit? Right? And that's the Aiken, South Carolina, and this the country, she'll say. And what he keeps saying is every time you see the boy, you show up with somebody you got a problem with. What does that take? People will always try to make relationships on a common bond of disliking someone. Like, be friends with you because your enemy is my enemy.
Yeah. And
he sees himself that way. To the extent where he's actually taking pictures with Preem's son or doing different things that, and you go, well, I'm like, I don't even understand where your motivation comes from with these things, but.
Can you excuse any of that because of how young he is?
No, he's 23 years old, 24 years old. It's not a baby no more, it's a grown man. I look at you as you've grown, your decisions that you make, as you start to pass what they would have did to us. They would have charged me like an adult at 15. So at 23, it's like you grown in my head. My homeboys, they had their babies at 15. At that point in the neighborhood, that was when you actually got into, we started the sexual thing. You know what I'm saying? It started to really get into, and everybody 15, 16 years old was the point that he was having kids. So like I was super late with him. Because I didn't want to have, something that I didn't actually connect with. Because we both was babies. At that point. And then later, it does, all these things don't turn out the way you want. Life just doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? And
what would have to happen for you guys to have a relationship again? That's the last question I'll ask about it.
I don't know. Like, I ran into him one time. This is ill, right? Right after, it was 2 months before his support was finished. Right, and at the time he's standing at the desk talking to the jeweler, and he had a small diamond chain, 2 small diamond chains, trying to get a bigger diamond chain, right? Trading them, see how much you can get that one. And I walked in, he goes, "Oh, you got somebody like watching me?" I said, "Nah." He said, "Oh, so coincidence?" He said, "Yeah, coincidence." Then he turned back to the jeweler, he goes back to talking to the jeweler. And he's like, nah, I can't do that. Now I'm like, because of how much the Jules was asking him for. So he can't do it. But he just realized that he's at the booth negotiating, putting 2 small diamond chains back to get a bigger diamond chain with the money I'm mailing it. His mother never had a job. She didn't do nothing.
So that was very, because I have never, I'm not saying he hasn't, but I've never heard 50 go that detail into the situation. This is really kind of far too little too late, but you really do have to be equally yoked with who you raise or have children with. But outside of that, you can have children. This is just an example. So if you got 3 kids, 4 kids, whatever, you always got somebody in the group that's the renegade. Stuff they do just don't make no sense. You wonder what is this about. You know, they always got something off about them or something out of the norm. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. It doesn't have to be negative. When these spirits come to this planet and they come through people, they have their own path and own agendas to walk and figure out and work out and learn from. And we don't know that in this consciousness. We don't know. I understand. He thought because a lot of mothers, they influence. I mean, and he gave some examples. They plant these seeds in their kids' head. But here's the thing, and he's right about being grown. Once you get so old, I think even about 18, I would say, it gets clearer as it goes on. But about 18, you have a good grasp on who your parents are, how much they be lying, what's really going on. Okay, this boy is 24, so he didn't, as years going on, he's had a lot of time to assess. At this point, you can't hold his mom accountable because he's a whole adult. However, he wants to go out of his way to show his issue with his father, even to the point where he will take pictures with someone he knows. Like, this is not a game. You taking a picture to spite me, but that was a serious situation that you're toying with that affects me. And so at some point, even if 50 was outside of this, what they talking about, even if he was trash, the child still has an option to, I don't fool with them. I don't have nothing bad to say about me. If somebody asks me, I'm gonna tell them the truth, but I'm not gonna go out my way to be disrespectful to this person, because I can't take that on. That's their personal problem. I can't mess up my spirit, mess up my energy. So he's fully accountable for what he's saying. She ain't never had to work, but he got things, and then she want to come up with how he could be having more. He's already privileged. They want extra privilege. That's not even necessary to raise a kid. When you go after success for that, especially when you're in a unit, you all stand on one roof and you're working together, you do a lot of things. You sacrifice a lot for your family. Even when you're in a broken unit, y'all just functioning as parents, you're co-parenting, you still want to get out there and do what's good for your child. But at the same time, just because I'm doing great doesn't mean I need to spoil you rotten, mess you up, give you this false sense of security. No, you got to work out here. I still got to be a parent too. So your mama is going to take that and weaponize that to make you feel like I'm some crock of shit dad, she getting the money, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's a bunch of dysfunction going on here. And 50, make no mistake, I really don't believe that he's saying he don't love his son, but it's like, that's not his focus right now. He can't keep focusing on something that just, it ain't the time. Maybe later, maybe when his son come down. I'm sure when his son comes, if he does wants to reconcile and make things right, he'll be open to it. But he's not about to wait. Ain't nobody gonna keep throwing their head against a brick wall. Again, he don't know what this child, what he came in, what his karma is, what his life path is, what stuff he got to work out. He ain't know all that. He just fathered he brought life into the world. Between environment and between nurturing, and there's a lot of different units and just already preordained situations you got going on that you got to fix and figure out. He didn't have all that mapped out. The kid is here, and whatever is rearing its ugly head, and that's what they dealing with. So a lot of people have been antagonizing 50 Cent about his child for a long time, and he finally went on ahead and opened up about it. I do think that It is our responsibility as a community to hold parents, not just men, because there's some deadbeat mothers too. We're supposed to hold these people that we immediately know accountable for the things that they do. But the general public that don't even know 50, don't know nothing about his situation, just going off their own assumptions and feelings and emotions, sending him all type of judgment makes no sense. But that's what we do, because if we can judge somebody and if we can prove that they're worse than we are as humans, it makes us feel better. We can't just concentrate on ourselves and makes ourselves better humans. We got a mirror against other people. Yeah, I mean, I thought I was a devil, but he's Satan. He king of the devils. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. So that's just really where I'm at with that. That's my interpretation of things. That's how I feel about it. And I definitely want to know your thoughts and your interpretations of things. And keep in mind, all responses are welcome and encouraged, but they have to be respectful, because I don't go for that disrespect. Now let me go on here and slide in these comments and show you how stupid you are. I don't, that does nothing for me. So let's keep it cute and respectful. I want to thank y'all for watching. Check y'all next time.